Okay, welcome. Today I wanted to make some reflections about the split between home and school while at boarding school. What happens when we go away to school? What happens to our home life? And then when we grow up, talking a little bit about Robert Verkaik's work and what he talks about in Posh Boys. And so, enjoy. Okay, so today I am making this video from my mother's home down on the south coast of the UK. Now, this is my childhood home. It wasn't my first childhood home, but my second one from the age of about 9. So I went to boarding school age 11. So this is where I used to come back to in between boarding school. So for 3 months of the year I was here, 3 months, and then the other 9 months I was at boarding school. And I was just reflecting, it's like coming back here. One of the things Robert Verkaik talks about in his book, Posh Boys, he says that, when someone is sent off to boarding school, then the local area is robbed of the talents or the energy of that child, because when they get to graduation age, they don't want to live here. They don't want to live where they grew up. And it's interesting coming back here. I rarely come back to the south coast now, mainly because I live quite a way away in Yorkshire. But yeah, it's like I don't know anyone here, and I have no friends here. My friends are all, up north. And, I know a few people, but, since going off to school, I just don't have those connections here. I had close friends here. But what often happens, first couple of years, you try and keep in touch while you're at school, but you just don't have anything in common. And so, when I did try and reconnect, I did come back and live here. The longest I've lived here since I was 11 is 6 months, around the time my father was dying. And I got deeply depressed, tried to reconnect with people, but they struggled with me. I mean, I was in a dark space. It was around the time of my breakdown. So, just noticing that, okay, being back here has just made me realize, yeah. The second thing insight I've had of coming back here is just how comfortable I feel on one level. Seeing that when we put the work in, we do our meditation, our practice, when we do our therapy, that what used to trigger me coming back, I used to get quite anxious or upset being back here. Now it's like, oh no, it doesn't trigger me anymore. My family, it's like, no, just learning to love them, which I struggled with for many years. And it's interesting how many memories there are in this place of, being a teenager, drinking too much or having arguments with my family, or so many negative memories, very few positive memories in this house, apart from I used to live in the attic. Just hiding up there, having my own space, being able just to be on my own. So just some reflections here about home and school. Just invite maybe to put into the chat or the comments. What about you? Did you feel comfortable at home, or did you also feel I can remember, or did you feel more comfortable at school? For me, I wasn't comfortable at school. I wasn't comfortable at home. I didn't kind of belong at home, and I didn't belong at school. I didn't fit in. It was like just this loner, this lone wolf. And it's interesting looking at attachment theory in some of the models. Avoidant attachment, which is what Ann Powers talked about, that we have, if we go to boarding school, we become avoidant attachment. It breaks our attachment. One of the key words that one of the key researchers talks about is the word for is lone wolf. For me, I felt like a lone wolf. So yeah. So yeah, if you've got anything that you want to share about your connection with home and school, then yeah, please do. Okay, take care. Blessings.